Hello everyone, my name is Varchasa Agarwal and welcome to my channel Varchasa Codes. In this playlist, we are going to start NumPy, a Python external library which is used for numerical computations. Before heading towards, subscribe to my channel to never miss an update. Today's agenda is what is NumPy, how to create a NumPy 1D, 2D and 3D array, what are the functions related to NumPy array and how to convert a NumPy array. Now, what is NumPy and what it is used for? It is a Python external library which we install using the command pip install numpy and is used for high-level numerical computations. It is easy to use as it provides high-level syntax more accessible and it provides powerful high-dimensional array for easy computations. The first video of this playlist is creating high-dimensional array. I will be publishing more videos on NumPy operations, indexing and broadcasting in upcoming days. Let's start the coding now. I'll be using Jupyter Notebook and recommend you to use the same. First, we will import the NumPy library using the command import NumPy as np. Now we will create a NumPy 1D array using np.array and fill the elements that we want in our array. Now we can see the elements that we used here are in the array. Alright, we can also create a NumPy array using np.arrange function from 0 to 5. This will create a NumPy array from 0 to 4. Now you can see that the range is of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the other hand, we can also create a NumPy array using arrange function that a number lies between 0 to 10 with a space of 2. Okay, now you can see that numbers are between 0 to 10 with a space of 2. You can also create a NumPy array using line space the range that you want. That is, for example, we take 0 to 100 and the numbers are only 10. Alright. Now you can see that numbers are the length of this array is 10 and the numbers are ranging between 0 to 100. Now there are many functions related to a NumPy array, for example ndim, which is used to generate the dimension of array. You can see that the dimension is 1 and shape function is used to calculate the number of elements is 10 and item size function is used to calculate the number of bytes each element is taking, and size function is used to calculate how many numbers are there in the array. Moving towards, now let's see how to create a 2D NumPy array. This is a NumPy array, 2D NumPy array. Okay, now you can see this is a two-dimensional array and printing its dimension, printing its item size to know that how many bits each element is taking, and shape for knowing its shape, and size for knowing the number of elements stored in it. Now you can see that number of elements are 10 and item size is of 8. Moving towards, now let's see how to create a 3D NumPy array. It can be created using the same array function. Now we can see the dimension is 3, item size is 4 and length is 12. Alright. Now we will see that how can we put all ones in a 2 by 3 array. Now you can see that the array size is 2 by 3 and we are having 1 at all the positions. What if we want 6 in at all the positions of the same array? For this we have to multiply it by 6. Now you can see that all the places are filled with 6. Alright, now we will create a random 2D array of 3 by 5 having mean 0 and variance 1. I guess the spelling is wrong. Okay. Variance 1. For this, we will be using np.random function and rand function along with random. Alright, and 2, 3, 5. This will create a 2D array of 3 by 5 having mean 0 and variance 1. Now you can notice that all the numbers are ranging between 0 and 1. This is because that the variance is of 1. Now let's see how to convert string to float and string to integer. For this we have to create two arrays of string functionality, another array. Now let's convert SARR1 to float array. Float array equals to numpy.array s of ARR1 and d type equals to float. Alright, now you can see that all these string numbers are converted to float numbers, right? Now converting the SARR to integer array. Now you can see that this array has been converted to integer array. That's all for today. Hope you like this video. Do not forget to subscribe my channel and hit the like button. I have also written an article on Medium for better understanding of this programming. I will give the code and article link in the description box. See you in my next video.